Milky Way's story title, Ariv in the Sky That Spoke. Once upon a time in a small town in India, there lived a boy named Ariv. He wasn't the tallest, he wasn't the fastest, but he had something special, a curious mind. Every evening after school, while others rushed home to watch cartoons or play video games, Ariv would climb onto his rooftop and gaze at the stars. He didn't know their names, but they seemed like old friends, twinkling quietly, almost as if they were whispering stories only he could hear. One night, Ariv asked his father, "Papa, why do stars twinkle?" His father smiled and said, "They're like messengers from far, far away, showing us how big the universe really is." That night, Ariv couldn't sleep. He kept thinking, how far is far? What if I could go there? But the next day at school, when his teacher asked, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" everyone said, "Doctor, personal computer, engineer, man # school teacher." When it was Ariv's turn, he said softly, "I want to go to space." The class laughed. "Why?" they teased. "Do you think you'll fly like Superman?" Ariv felt small. For days, he stopped looking at the stars. Maybe they were right. Maybe space wasn't for kids like him. But one Sunday evening, while walking past the town library, Ariv saw a poster. Space Workshop for Young Minds, age 8 to 16. Something lit up inside him. He joined. There, he learned about planets, comets, black holes, and astronauts. He met people who said words like NASA, ISIO, and SpaceX with eyes full of wonder. For the first time, Ariv didn't feel strange. He felt home. He started studying space science, not because anyone told him to, but because every fact felt like a new star being added to the sky. He read about Kalpana Chawla, the first Indian woman in space. He read about Neil Armstrong, who walked on the moon. He read about Rakesh Sharma, who said proudly, "Say Jahan Se Aaka," while looking at Earth from space. And Ariv thought, if they can do it, why not me? Years passed. His friends became doctors, engineers, and managers. And that's okay. But Ariv, he became a space scientist, working with telescopes that looked deeper into the universe than ever before. One day, while giving a talk to students, a small girl raised her hand and asked, "Sir, can someone from a small town like me become an astronaut?" Ariv smiled and said, "Yes, but only if you promise one thing." "What?" she asked. "Promise me," he said, "that no matter what others say, you'll keep looking up." And that's how the stars that once whispered to a lonely boy became the reason thousands of children began to dream. Sparkle's moral of the story: you don't have to follow what everyone else is doing. The world needs more dreamers, explorers, and question askers. Doctors and engineers are important, but so are astronomers, scientists, writers, and creators. So the next time you look up at the sky, remember this: the stars are waiting for someone brave enough to reach them. And that someone could be you.